Thank you all for joining me today. Hey there, haenies! You know, eye makeup has so many different styles, from clean and natural looks to bold and flashy ones like K-pop idols. You'll likely wonder what eye makeup best suits you. So today I'll tell you what styles suit you, dividing it into eyeliner, lashes, underlashes, and under-eye makeup. Let's find the perfect eye makeup for you. Haeni is here to help. Alright, let's get started. Go! First, let's determine your eyeliner's intensity. We can choose a bold or soft look. Obviously, the bolder the eyeliner, the more defined your eyes will appear. The bolder it is, the stronger your impression becomes. I recommend bold eyeliner to those who suit high contrast well. The first type of person who suits high contrast is someone with a dark pupil color, or a dark iris outline. If you wear contacts, match them. Since eyeliner is next to your pupil, matching its intensity creates balance. Also, hair color plays a role. If your hair is closer to black, a darker, lower value hair color, then a bold eyeliner will suit you nicely. If your hair's bright but your eyeliner's jet black, it'll stand out unnaturally. Hair color really has a huge impact on your makeup. Matching the intensity creates a very harmonious look. Another type that suits high contrast is the winter dark type. Vivid tones like black, purple, navy, or burgundy suit you better than low saturation muted shades. Bold eyeliner suits you. High contrast doesn't suit me. So instead of bold, distinct eyeliners, I usually use softer, more subtle tones. Just apply the tones you like and that suit you well to your eyeliner. There's no rule for eyeliner to be pretty, soft, or bold. For those who suit a clear, high-contrast look, a soft eyeliner might make you look a bit washed out. The impact just won't be there. So apply tones that usually suit you to your eyeliner. Also, it's good to match your styling for the day, not just the tones that naturally suit you. Normally, this kind of bold eyeliner wouldn't suit me, but if I'm going for a very strong, glamorous look, then of course, this eyeliner would match that style perfectly. So instead of never using something that doesn't suit you, you can definitely use it depending on the styling. Also, some eye structures just suit this bold liner best. It's for eyes that need a thin line. Well, not always. But when we're talking about natural makeup that enhances your own features, some eyes look best with a thin eyeliner, while others suit a slightly thicker, more substantial line. Eyes that need a thin line include those with a very thin double eyelid, where you have to draw the line thinly, you know? If your double eyelid is thin and you draw a thick line, the eyeliner will cover it up, making your eyes look smaller and more closed off. This applies to those with thin double eyelids or a hidden waterline. Due to fleshy lids or structure, some eyes keep the waterline hidden, even when curling or wearing false lashes. And for those with monolids and fleshy eyelids, where the eyeliner disappears when you open your eyes, for these types, a thick eyeliner just doesn't look right, does it? At least for natural makeup. You have to draw it thinly, but if you use a line that's too light and soft, it won't be noticeable and will look faded. The effect of the eyeliner is just too weak, so to give a more defined look, you draw a thin, dark line. They can use a darker color and it still won't look excessive. Because the line is thin, I'm not saying it must be black. Eyeliner colors vary greatly these days, right? Dark, muted, or gray-brown, any color works. The color should match your hair, pupil color, makeup mood, and styling. Darker colors are good. Choose darker colors over faint ones, like these colors, not those. Now, let's explore soft eyeliner. The softer the liner, the softer the vibe, obviously. It subtly defines your eyes. This side feels softer, doesn't it? So, if you typically enjoy light makeup, a softer eyeliner color would of course be preferable, wouldn't it? If other makeup is light but the line is so clear, the balance is off. And if high contrast doesn't suit you, a soft eyeliner is best. First, your pupil color shouldn't be too dark. Mine is neither extremely dark nor very light. In natural light, it's very clear. It's not a dark pupil color. When it's drawn in black, it looks somewhat out of place, but if you match the brightness, it's more harmonious. And it suits you better if your hair isn't dark. I said hair color greatly impacts makeup, right? When my hair was really light, I'd usually draw my eyeliner as light as possible. And this kind of soft eyeliner would go well with a subtle, natural makeup look and styling. You can even draw it lighter than this. I drew it at this intensity to match my pupil color, but you can definitely go lighter. And eyes that need a thick line actually suit this soft eyeliner. For those with a thick double eyelid line, which I also have. If your double eyelid is thick, filling some space with eyeliner makes your eyes look clearer. If you want a more natural look, you can skip it or draw it thinner. But if you desire that clear, sharp eye appearance, it's best to really fill in that space. That's how your eyes look clearly defined. If my eyeliner is thin, my eyes seem only this open. But when you need to draw such a thick line with a dark color, even a little can make your features too harsh and your makeup look too intense. So that's why you use slightly lighter colors. Instead of drawing with black, you use a muted gray like this. I subtly drew this side a bit thicker, but it doesn't look overdone, does it? Drawing a thick line with light colors looks natural. And for those with monolids, if you're someone who thinks, I need to draw my eyeliner a bit thick, you should use a slightly lighter color instead of a really dark one. You don't have to use eyeliner, eyeshadow works too. There are so many eyeshadows that have similar colors to eyeliners. Eyeshadows create a softer look, so a thick line won't feel overwhelming. Now, let's move on to eyelashes. I've applied different ones. On this side, I used denser, darker lashes, number 15 edge. The lashes look bold. Here, I alternately applied 10mm 2-strand and single lashes. These are thinner, softer lashes. Harmony with eyeliner is crucial. If you've drawn a sharp, bold eyeliner like this, then a thicker, darker eyelash design will pair well with it. With bold eyeliner, if lashes are too thin, it may lack definition. Lashes might disappear entirely, but if you want to highlight the eyeliner, thin lashes are good. But if you're thinking about the overall harmony of your eye makeup, it's good to match the thickness of your eyelashes and eyeliner. If you draw a soft line, but use bold lashes, they might stand out too much. If your waterline is very visible, lashes will pop more. For eyes with a visible waterline, the lids are thin, so dramatic designs really pop. So, depending on your eye makeup and eyeliner style, you can opt for a more dramatic or a more natural design. The thicker the lashes, the more easily they get glamorous. My eyes look defined and glamorous, right? Even closed, the definition shows. If you like this kind of design but feel it's too bold, you can try applying them sparsely. And remember how I mentioned types that suit high contrast? Those types also suit bold lashes well. They give a similar effect to eyeliner. The eyes become clearer and bolder. This creates a strong contrast, so if you suit high contrast, it will look great. But if you are like me, suiting softer tones, even slightly thicker lashes will make your eyes look much bolder. If you look at compact eyelashes, they come in different thicknesses. You can choose the thickness yourself. If you want a more natural look, go for thinner ones. If you want more contrast and a sharper look, choose a thicker style. And thinner lashes balance well with soft eyeliner. If you draw a soft eyeliner, it's best to attach thin lash designs, or you can just use mascara. The thinner the lashes, the more minimal and natural the look. So if you prefer a natural makeup style, a thin type like this would be better than this design. A soft design works for types that don't suit high contrast. Why do my lashes always look so heavy? Why do they get so easily overdone? Then you should reduce the eye contrast. Try a softer design. Or just mascara is fine. Now, moving to the underlashes, I've applied them with mascara only on this side. It might look odd since I skipped eyeshadow, so bear with me. I applied U23 Sleek. Applying underlashes or mascara like this makes eyes extend downward. This side is much lower, right? It fills the empty space in your mid-lower face. If you want to shorten your face, this is a great technique. This eye is clearly more extended downward than the other. If you have a short face, it might look a bit stifling. For those with a really short mid-face, it can appear overly emphasized and flattened, making it look quite stuffy. Even with under mascara, simply use a lengthening type thinly rather than volumizing, or skip underlashes entirely. If your mid-face is short and lower face long, underlashes can work. Because without underlashes, it looks this long, but with them, it shortens by that much. Since it effectively fills in the lower facial area, it's great for those with longer mid to lower faces. If your lower and mid face are both short, I'd suggest not emphasizing it. Underlashes can also make your pupils look larger. So it's great for those with smaller pupils to use. The area below your pupil is perceived as part of your eye, so without underlashes, people see your eye as ending here. But by adding them and filling the space below, your eye is perceived as extending down to here, making your pupils look fuller. Even if you don't wear falsies, a dense coat of mascara on your underlashes is good. A drawback of underlashes is they can look a bit too much, wouldn't you say? Your look can become too intense and instantly very dramatic. That is, if you apply them heavily. So if you don't like that intense look, use a lengthening mascara rather than a volumizing or curling one, and apply it with a thin wand instead of a thick one. It applies much more thinly. That's how you can adjust the intensity. If you wish to apply underlashes but don't want a dramatic or intense look, opt for a thin mascara. Either skip the underlashes entirely or use a subtle design. Compact lashes and aimé lashes offer very natural underlashes. They have various designs and different thicknesses, so it would be great to choose from their thin or thick options. Now for aegyo-sal. You can either make it pop brightly or give it a soft contoured finish, right? First, for this side, I used Cleanse Up Pink Attention to brighten it up. On this side, I mixed the base and contour colors from Jungsam Red Brown and then layered Classy Fig on top. This bright aegyo-sal, for instance, immediately appears radiant and clean. Brightening your aegyo-sal like this is excellent when you wish for a softer, more radiant and clean impression. This also suits eyes with little natural aegyo-sal volume. If your under eye area is flat and lacks fullness, your eyes lose dimension and look smaller, right? I have very little volume here, so brightening this area to make it look full is good. Next, this suits protruding eyes. I've explained this before, but if your eyes protrude, the more hollow the under eye area, the more they will seem to stick out. When you make the area beneath the eyeball appear plump, it creates a cushioning effect that makes the eyes look less protruding. So if your eyes protrude or look sunken, brightening this area works wonders. But this doesn't apply to all protruding eyes. If your protruding eyes have full aegyo-sal, there's no need to brighten. You just need to adjust it to fit you. Now, next is adding contour without brightening. Contouring isn't always about going dark. For this contoured look, I actually used a lighter shade than you'd expect. Of course, for a smokier or more intense look, go darker. For lighter skin tones, this shade can already be a contour. So, adjust the brightness as you wish. Contouring isn't just dark shadows. Any shade slightly darker than your skin tone will appear as a contour. The more you shade, the more extended your under eye area appears. Even with the same under eye makeup, doesn't this side look more expanded than the other? This can also shorten the perceived length of your lower face. Similar to underlashes, if your mid-face is too short, it can look stuffy. And the makeup instantly looks heavy. For shorter faces, brightening this area will look more open, create expansion, and appear more radiant. But if I still want to contour? Then, as I mentioned, apply a soft contour. Applying blush is also good, just make it look less stuffy. And for those with plump aegyo-sal, since there's already volume, brightening it will make your eyes look puffy. This area can end up looking raised, which makes your eyes look smaller. And puffy, better to tone it down with a soft contour. Creating aegyo-sal doesn't necessarily open up your eyes. It also depends on the volume, and when you consider the eye structure, contouring looks especially good on deep-set eyes. Deep-set eyes are when your eyes are recessed behind the brow bone. If your aegyo-sal is plump, your eyes appear more recessed. It might look stuffy and puffy, but if you slightly darken the lower part of your aegyo-sal, your eyes will appear more prominent. It adds more dimension, so adding even a little contour is good. And then there's this situation. I love my aegyo-sal, but am I supposed to contour it? In that case, you could apply a soft contour like this, and then add some shimmer on top. Adding shimmer gives you that aegyo-sal look. This is Stila's Ballet. You get both aegyo-sal and contour. There's a difference when lightened. This side feels brighter. And that concludes today's video on how to understand your eye makeup properly. Hope you enjoyed it? There are no right answers in makeup. It really changes depending on the situation, your personal taste, and your styling, so please don't take this as the only way. Just use it as a reference for different situations. If you keep trying like this, you'll find your own style, discovering what's uniquely you. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.